Welcome back to the Gaffer's Corner. Danny, how are we?
All good, mate. Smiling this week.
Yeah?
Smiling, yeah, smiling.
We'll touch on why you're smiling then. So, start with the boys, North Heath.
Yep.
Played on Saturday against Bermondsey.
Players back.
Yeah.
Players back.
First home game of the pre-season.
Yep.
Phoenix. 7-3 win.
Yep.
Take it away.
I don't like the free bit,
Yeah.
to be quite honest. Some individual mistakes in there, a bit sloppy. But yeah, again, as I've touched on many times in here, I've just got players returning, so it's always going to be that little bit of, pre-season jitters. Overall, much happier. You can see you've seen it for the first time yourself, the first team in action. So the ball moving a lot more smoothly.
I think that was the biggest takeaway for me. I think I've seen a couple of good performances and glimpses this pre-season, but Saturday was a comprehensive performance. Now there was second half a bit of a dull spell where obviously they scored.
We did change it though. At half time, I did say to him I just wanted a bit more dominance.
Yeah.
So we don't need any more goals. I think we're 5 up at the time. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for us. They come back, they got 2, but there were individual mistakes. So I think we were largely in control. But we made some mistakes, and then it was like, okay, well, they scored 2, let's go and put in a few more. So yeah.
I think that was my main thing. Was like, okay, well, now can we see the reaction, because we've lost our clean sheet. Let's put them to sort of add a couple more goals, which we did as well. I think what was telling for me was from the warm up looked very different. Like the warm up, they were sharp. Everyone was vocal, everyone was talking, everyone was encouraging, and it kind of set the tone for the day.
Yeah. Do you know what's really funny?
Go on.
Normally I'm at the warm up. This time I didn't. I stayed away, so I think I'm going to stay away. I left it down to Chris and Herschel to do it, and they come back and their feedback was that's probably the best warm up we have ever had, and that to me is like, what's going on there? But who knows? Maybe that's. I don't know why, because nothing changed.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think sometimes, if I'm going to put myself in a player's boots for a sec, I think sometimes just things just click for one reason or another. I think there's a lot of intangibles when it comes to football. First game back at Phoenix, there's a bit of a crowd, sun's out, everyone just feels a bit different. There's players back, and I think there's a subtle.
I think that's the one.
Effect that has. You're seeing Cuba, because he never plays back from injury, and it starts to feel like it did last season.
Yeah, Sean back, Aaron back.
Something starts to feel like when things were good, instantly it happens.
I agree.
More.
Yeah.
So I think you could see that. I think the players looked sharp in the room, everyone was vocal, and for them it probably felt a lot like last season. Yeah. So it translates to the pitch as well. You kind of start how you. Yeah,
I think them coming back. Also, I wasn't out of the warm up, but I imagine Sam and Jerome probably big parts in that as well.
Yeah.
Especially Jerome's got a very big voice. Sam's a very good player, and actually not a special mention at all. I think a lot of players had a good game, but Sam Casellas is coming back to us from being with us last season and leaving to play elsewhere. I thought he had a superb game.
Sam was really good in the middle.
Yeah,
Sam was really
thought
good.
He was so good, just composed. The thing, and this is funny enough, I was clipping up clips a minute ago for the video. I'm going to put a compilation together of all the mess ups, right? Just for a bit of a laugh, right? But you see the same thing time and time again, and the best players are the ones that keep it simple. All these clips up here are the ones of people just trying to do way too much, And I am an advocate of go and be brave, try things, but bravery is, unless you're a winger, you don't have to take everyone on. You don't need 400 touches. Just ping it about, bing, 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 bing.
I think it's having that kind of maturity to your game. As I said, I think the only players I look to for that, well, not even necessarily players. I think everyone can be creative in their own way. I think the only time I look to see that is when you are out wide, high and wide, where you're in their half, you're in their attacking third.
1-on-1.
That's when you do. Whether if you're a centre back out there,
yeah, absolutely.
It's not necessarily who you are, it's where you are.
Yeah.
If you're in the middle of the park, it's percentages. If you use the ball there trying something that you don't need to do, they're winning it and they are directly in front of your goal.
Absolutely.
You always want to be further out wide, but I agree.
And not to quote like old films and old coaches and all the rest of it, but you almost want to get the ball, kick it and say run after it until the knacker then go, look, the ball moves quicker than you, mate. Yeah. Like some of them just don't compute. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you have to be careful because you also don't want to take away from their game. I think you said it in the other pod that you bring a player in and you want them to do the right thing, but you don't want to out-coach them from what you picked them up for. Yeah. But it is just that intelligence of do it, as you rightly said, do it in the right areas of the pitch. You're in the final third, be creative, travel with the ball, try this, try that, and then identify, no, we've got to move it quickly now, bang, bang, bang. you know. But yeah.
Speaking of Saturday, Brandon got on the score sheet.
Oh, come on.
I can tell by your reaction. Cross or shot?
I was cross it all day long.
Yeah.
Bless him.
We'll ask you guys. I'm going to put a clip of it in. You let us know. Was this a cross or
It was
shot?
a cross all day long. The thing, I love Brandon. I actually love Brandon. But, come on.
What I found funny as well was Shane and the Tango. I think they were kind of taking the mick out of him because he was so like excited about every goal.
Yeah.
So when Brandon scored, he's like, I'm not going to give it.
Yeah. As Brandon scored.
But no, really good result on Saturday.
Yep.
I know we touched on it as well, but we've got a really packed and busy start to the season.
Yes.
To be frank, we've got 8 games in 5 weeks.
Yep.
That's a hell of a lot of games in a short amount of time. As the gaffer, what is your kind of outlook? Do you enjoy a season to start like that? Would you rather more relaxed start to the season?
More the merrier. More the merrier. Hit the ground running.
Just need to go on.
Yeah, I think especially at this level, and this is no disrespect to Phoenix whatsoever, because they're a brilliant host, great club to ground share with. As soon as it starts raining, they're calling off games. It's just what happens down there. It has got that thing of getting too wet, waterlogged, and they call them off. Getting some of the games out of the way early is better. So when you come to December, January, you haven't got that then backlog. So I would say get them done early, just get them out of the way, and then it's not going to matter so much later in the season. You don't want to be pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
I also think for a player, it's kind of good because there won't be much time in the training ground to put in tactics and stuff from your perspective and the coach's perspective. But it's a case of you just get loads of reps, and the best way to learn is on the pitch. And then
I'm a massive advocate.
So I think for them, it will be game after game after game. Obviously, they've got to be on top of recovery and things like that, but it gives them a chance to set things right if you do something wrong, or to continue and just build that momentum.
It's as you've seen in our pre-season. Like, if we had the full squad, how many weeks ago? 9 weeks ago?
Yeah.
In effect, we're halfway through a season already. And you're putting the best practice on the pitch, getting it done, reviewing it, let's go again, let's put it right. You know, it's going to be slightly different. I reckon we'll probably hit our peak December time, really and truthfully. But really, it should be now. But that is what it is. We'll just stick with it. But yeah, I love a long pre-season. Get as many games as possible.
Touching on pre-season, right? I wanted to kind of look at. So in the professional game, they a lot of the time say that pre-season doesn't really matter, or they don't, or fans say they don't read too much into it, right? Obviously it's different between the pro game and the semi-pro game and the non-professional game, grassroots. But I think there's a lot of similarities between all kinds of football.
Yep.
Assuming that they're right and pre-season isn't that important at that level, what, from your perspective as a manager, what do you kind of look at pre-season as?
The first part, I'll break it down into parts. First couple of games, training sessions, look at anyone new that could possibly do anything for you. And like we did this season, and this is, I just want to make it clear because some of them may tune in. It's not so much can they do anything or they can't because they're crap or whatever. It's just, do they fit in with what you've already got? A lot of trialists come along and they think, oh, well, I'm first team, the gaffer's got to be look at me, I'll do this and I'll do that. And they could be the best player. I've actually got a couple of them that have gone in our development team. And they're in there not because, or all of them have actually gone in there, it's not because they're not good enough. I've got another 20 blokes that are returning to play for me last year. So it's almost about where do they fit? Do I need that? You know? And the ones that have come up, like I've got 2 right back, 2 left backs. Yeah. Some people, why do you need them for? They're completely different players at left back and right back in the first team. So if I'm going doing more offensive, I'll probably play Sam. If I want someone that's going to sit back, not saying he's not offensive, but to sit back, be calm, measured on the ball, I'm going to choose Nathan. Same on the other side. The Mule loves to travel in. I'm giving too much away, but he loves to travel in. He's a very good traveller with the ball. Brandon, not so much so, but he loves an overlap. Like, he don't stop. So it's all them different. Where does that player fit in your team? Yeah. But that's not saying when we move them, I always say move them down, move them across to the development team. It's not, oh, you're crap, you need so much development or whatever. It's, I want to fit you in, just not right now. Yeah. You give it a month or so, the squad for first team will look completely different. Injuries, illness, holidays, everyone will get an opportunity.
I also feel like that is the kind of subtle difference between the two. Like with let's say Arsenal's pre-season, they haven't got another try this playing at the start. So
no, they haven't. You haven't. But look at the Dortmund game yesterday, which I watched. Fun enough. Thank you to AFT for putting it on YouTube live. Max Dowman. Okay, right. He's in around the first team squad, but he got loads of minutes. Yeah. And where he's back, they play a player called O'Neill, Salmon,
So I guess you're kind of saying
it's not trialist, it's the upcoming.
Yeah.
And then they put them on.
Yeah.
So it's the same. It's the same kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
I think obviously because it's players that aren't in and around the starting 11 regularly.
Correct.
But we can segue from there into Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno G is officially
Love it. Yep.
Arsenal player.
I was right about Vinícius. Just saying.
Yeah.
I was right about Vinícius. He wasn't. 50,
Yeah, well, I mean,
50, my ass.
So on that note, obviously Bruno G is officially an Arsenal player. I personally think he comes in and is Arsenal's best midfielder.
Not having it.
I think he's very similar to Rice, but I just think he's got a bit more to him in terms of around the edge of the box. He's got a bit more cuteness to him, a bit more guidable. Obviously Rice has got the set pieces to go for him. But all in all, it's a good problem to have because you've got both of them in your club.
You playing both?
So what is your starting midfield for Arsenal going into
Them two and Odegaard.
Okay, not Eze.
No. Eze comes off the bench for Odegaard. But saying that, Odegaard last year was poor. In my opinion, he got that injury and I think he had a baby off the pitch and that as well. I think that makes life very difficult for people. But yeah, probably Odegaard I'll put in there. He's the captain.
Do you feel like... So you've got Declan Rice, Bruno Guimarães and Martin Odegaard as your start three.
Rice 6, Bruno 8.
Is that the best midfield in the Premier League? On paper.
What's City doing? Is Rodri going?
Rodri looks like he's going to Barcelona.
If he's gone, probably.
Okay. I think when I look at Arsenal, it's... And this doesn't matter. I'm going to caveat and say this doesn't matter.
Does matter.
Because you just won the league. But since Thomas Partey left, you haven't been able to replace him with that kind of 6 that can dictate the game. I think that was...
Well, hang on. Thomas Partey was never able to do that.
He did. Not consistently, but he definitely did.
Not consistently. Not at all. Xhaka was the one.
But Xhaka was more like started to bomb on and
started to, yeah, because they'll change your style. But no, I haven't got no time for Thomas Partey. At all.
As a player, I think he was the one that could actually receive off the back. I don't think that's Declan Rice's game, but once again, you don't really need it because you just want to lead without having that ilk of player. I think that's what Zubimendi was supposed to be, but
I still think Zubimendi's got a place.
I know, of course.
Carabao Cup.
Yeah. But so where do you kind of look at Arsenal going into New Zealand? I reckon for me, I look at Bruno as the signing that kind of cements the Premier League.
Oh no, I think it's too early for that. I think we can. Do I think we will? It's hard. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to go back to back.
I think too much has been made from Arsenal fans of being okay. We've got the league now. Let's try and do the Champions League. We've never retained the Prem, so I think that is of equal importance as trying to also win a Champions. Yeah,
but I think when you're trying to bring in new players like Vinícius, you want that Champions League.
Of course, I think the idea of Vinny was to be the person that gets you over the Champions League. Of course, now that hasn't happened. Speaking of Vinny, and then obviously staying at Real Madrid.
Of course he was.
Do you go out and sign a new left wing, or are you happy with Zolis and Martinelli?
Zolis was good against Dortmund. I actually really liked him.
Yeah.
Really liked him, yeah. It does, man. No, he looked really good. If we could go and get Rashford, and I'll tell you what, this is nothing to do with a left wing. This is all to do with Victor.
You bought Rashford as a striker?
As even just a backup when it's not working for him. Just bring on Rashford.
I reckon he'll start for you left wing, but as a striker, he doesn't lead the line. He can't hold up play. He is a good player, but I would happily send him to you guys.
Yeah.
30 mil.
No, we'll take him 25. Take him 25. I just don't know. I just think Victor and then Kai.
So it's quite clear you're not a big fan of Victor Jokic.
No, nor Kai Havertz either.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't think
they're just not.
Like 6 or 1 half a dozen.
Yeah, they're just not. What I just think we're going to struggle because we don't have a front three.
Yeah, I think if you look at Saka, even though he wasn't great last season with injuries and stuff.
But he'd be the only one you would play, right? If you were picking, he's one of the first names on the team. We know when he's fully fit, because I actually think he was poor last season.
Yeah.
When he's fully fit, Saka, fine. That's the right hand side. That's your, what is it? Salah. So just for argument's sake, in Liverpool team, he plays. Who's the other two? I think that's the issue.
Because Gyökeres, the idea of him was that he's going to be the big striker that wins this league. Arsenal as a whole won the league, wasn't Gyökeres by himself.
No,
and
set pieces.
A telling sign is that your big money signing up front didn't start the Champions League final, didn't start the Carabao Cup final. It was Havertz.
Yep.
But I think there's still a level of distrust or something there that means Gyökeres isn't the main guy. Havertz isn't an out striker, so it's definitely a position that still needs work. But I don't think you. There is
Jesus, but
I think he's probably
He's bit part. I think he's going anyway.
Yeah, he's on 250 grand a week. I think you should
Yeah.
leave him on.
Yep.
I think for Arsenal, I don't think you sign a left wing or striker now, which I think you should. I also don't think it's going to prohibit you from winning the league. Not because you're that amazing, but when I look at everyone else, City are losing Rodri.
Yeah.
United are all over the place. Chelsea, there's so much to do there. And Liverpool, all over the place.
The only thing I would say, we need to take advantage of it. If we're going to go through a golden period, it's got to be now where everyone else is struggling. 100%. It's as simple as that. And rebuilding, we've done our rebuilding. We should now be winning because everyone else is rebuilding. If we don't, I think it's a major, major foul.
I want to see that a bit more. I think you make it a great point. Like, when you look at the landscape of the Premier League right now, there is no one that is a top team ready to win the Premier League.
No.
Liverpool,
well, there is. It's Arsenal.
Yeah, the second longest serving manager in the top 6 is Carrick.
I know, it's mad, isn't it?
That is Iraola just came in at Liverpool. You don't know what he's going to do.
No.
Xabi Alonso's just coming at Chelsea. They're a mess as well. Spurs, whatever. City.
Spurs, whatever.
City have come in. Maresca's coming at City.
They're the only ones that could hit the ground running.
And that's because they're City and they've got the kind of...
Yeah.
There's still a few remnants of Premier League winners in that side.
Yep.
But when I look at that team, if Rodri's going, what is that midfield? Elliot Anderson, who I think is incredibly overpriced. I wouldn't
knock him yet, Elliot Anderson. I think he's going to do well, the boy.
I would look at it. I'm not saying I think he's better than these two names I'm about to say, but I don't think it's similar to me of a Jack Road or Calvin Phillips when they went there. Like, it's an English team that's been highly overpriced and overrated. I think he's a decent player.
Yeah.
But who plays with him? Cherki in the 10, of course, and then who else have you got? And they are linked to Bouadi currently, the Moroccan, and I rate him high.
The new player coming in. Yeah. Well, now they got rid of Silva as well.
Yeah. So
Foden?
I don't know what's happened to him. I have no idea.
He's fallen off a bit, isn't he? But again, I always come back to what's happening off the pitch.
But and also for him, I don't think he has to step up this season. He can't afford another season.
No, he can't. When they become Palmer.
That's another one as well. Speaking of Chelsea, how do you think they line up this season? Three at the back. Everyone's kind of asking this.
Yeah, I think it's going to go three at the back.
Are they going to change and be fluid? Because if it's three at the
I
back,
think they're going to try. I think they will try. But you've got to give these new managers time. That's the only thing I will say. I'm sick and tired of managers getting sacked. Like, there's just no need for it. Stop sacking them. Just stop it. No one can sack me apart from me. But I'll be the first one to go, right, our results are bad. Can I fix this? Yes or no? And I'll sack myself. I just think with these managers that are going 6, 7, 8, 10 games into a season and then they're getting rid of them.
That is the nature of the league now. I agree.
What do you want them to do?
But it's just never going to happen anymore.
I think he's got to. Look at Arteta. That's one thing you say about Arsenal. They stuck with him.
Yeah.
And I think in the end he's got the results. He made so many... I'm not even saying it because I'm an Arsenal supporter. But he made so many hard decisions, banging, people being left out, moving things around. Yeah.
I also think he showed signs of being someone that you can give the reins to. He also, because there was some really dark times, as you said, you stuck by him.
Yeah.
I remember you guys signed Willian, he said, we're going to win the Champions League in 3 years. And I was like, what you on about?
Yeah.
But when you...
Yeah, but you have to say that sort of stuff.
When he first came for the league, you weren't even expected to get top 4, so it came out of nowhere.
Exactly.
I think he's a really good manager, and I think he's proven himself strong. So I think, I agree, I think managers should be given more time. But
you're going to get rid of Alonso after 10 games?
I think Chelsea cannot afford for Alonso to not work, and they have to.
Yeah, but they're the ones that get rid of people.
And against their own will, they're going to have to stick by him for a while because it's not been working for years now. And Chelsea aren't far off United in terms of failures. They think about. So someone talk about this. It was like, let's go back to back Man United and Chelsea major signings that flopped. The list is shocking.
Yeah.
And Chelsea's arguably worse than United.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chelsea and United, in fact, where would you kind of rank every Big Six team's transfer window so far? From 1 to 6.
Arsenal 1.
Okay. Just off the strength of Bruno G.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would actually go Chelsea 2.
Really?
I think they've done really well bringing in. I don't know whether they've actually closed that void because they've kind of overcompensated for going too old.
Yeah.
But I think Welbeck and Hendo would do really well in there. But they needed like 26, 27-year-olds.
My thing with Chelsea is I get why they signed Welbeck and Henderson. For me, I think it's a case of they actually have to do things on the pitch as well for that off the pitch things to kind of even be relevant. Which I think Welbeck can do. He just got 50 Premier League goals, and I think he should be in the World Cup. Hendo, I know they won the Jack originally, and I think that would have been
better.
A lot more sense. I don't know if Henderson.
I think in and around the changing room, Hendo 100%. There's a reason he left Liverpool 4 years ago.
Yeah,
there's a reason he left. Now he's coming back to the Prem to try and do it at Chelsea. I don't see it happening on the pitch.
In between that time, he's gone to Saudi, which was controversial after some of the things he said. Then he's gone to Ajax, somehow got back to Europe, and then he's found himself at Brentford. And according to Brentford, fans had a good start to the season and tailed off. Went to England to be a cheerleader and break his wrist. And he's now at Chelsea. So I think for him it's good.
It's massive for him.
But
I just don't think they've done bad, Chelsea. I'll put them second, personally. Then probably United. Liverpool. Who's Liverpool brought in? I was going to say Liverpool. Spurs. Yeah, Spurs have done alright, but they couldn't do. Yeah, that's literally what they've done though.
But I think in their position, when you finish 17 back to back, you've got to do something. And I also think part of it was even just to get the fans on board.
Yeah, probably.
And throw some money.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I want to touch on this. I'm a United fan. I hate them, but I've just signed it. Well, apparently, I'm not sure if it's done it. They're trying to get Ronald Araujo on loan.
Mm-hmm.
I think that absolutely stinks.
Yeah.
I've never in my life seen a club loan out their captain. He can't be good.
No.
And from what I've seen of his, people try to say he's kind of like a bozo like Canati. Canati is much better than him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a walking red card. He's not far off Romero, and I think Romero's better than him.
Oh, Romero.
I'm not upset. Liverpool, please keep doing it, but I don't know what they're playing at. Now this could come.
Well, they're rebuilding.
I think it's a shocking effort at it.
Yeah.
Like,
but the manager's got to come in and he's got to work out what he wants.
Yeah.
It's going to take time.
I think it will, but I also think they definitely they're starting in a better position than for a Gump United because they've still got a Van Dijk there and Alisson there.
Yeah, but he's falling off.
Yeah, he has.
I'm not saying he's not great, and he has been great, but he is falling off.
I think he has, yeah. But I just look at their team, I just don't see, like, Isak and Wirtz have to click this season.
Yes.
They have to.
Well, it's going to be easy. It's going to be like a new signing.
Yeah.
All over again.
And obviously they've got Ekitike come back in January.
What a price tag for him, though. What a price tag. He has got so much to live up to. Yeah. So much to live up to. I wouldn't want to be him right now. Playing at Anfield.
He does seem like someone that backs himself and can.
You go 6 or 7 games, right, without scoring at Anfield. I wouldn't be leaving the changing room. Yeah. Peter Crouch, different character. Yeah. Didn't come with a 100 million price tag either.
Nah,
or whatever it was. True. I would not be leaving that change room. I'd be like, get me out of here. Get back to Newcastle.
They would not.
No, I know.
But they should, to be fair. They've been ransacked. Tonali gone. Bruno G gone. John Lennon wants to leave now.
Yeah. That don't surprise me. But that's another rebuild job.
Yeah.
But just the only thing I would say, Premier League chairman, give him some time.
I also think as well, like, I know we spoke of this off camera, with the FA and stuff, in terms of trying to like, kind of close the disparity between the professional game and grassroots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone gets bought for 100 million. Why can't 5 to 10% of that be siphoned off and given to the FA for it to get passed down to grassroots? I'm
sure it could.
But that's a story.
That's opening up can of worms. Probably be cancelled just for that conversation alone because there is so much going on in there and politics and backhanders and all the rest of it. It's just.
Yeah. But come to our favourite part of the show.
Let's go.
You know what's coming up?
Gaffer's Dilemma, or what's it called? Touchline Dilemma. There we go. Go on.
We've got a bit of a different one this week.
All right.
This one I think should be interesting to see your answer. So I want you to take yourself back to your playing days, right?
Wow. Okay.
A while ago, wasn't it?
Wow, yeah.
So it is the 90th minute in a cup final.
Mm-hmm.
You score the winning goal. How do you score the winning goal? The first option is 30-yard screamer on the volley. Second option is a 35-yard free kick, top corner. Your third option is an overhead bicycle kick. And the fourth option is a solo run through the entire team.
No, it's a screamer. Yeah, Vincent Kompany screamer. Centre back, mate, through and through. You just call me the donkey or the mule. Always scoring from the halfway line.
Okay.
That was me. I kept everything simple, nothing too special. Just played. I remember one time, just getting going grey matter now. One time, I can't remember who I was playing for. I think it might have been Abbey Boys. Way back when. Must have been 9, 10. And my dad said, well, you score this half. And I'll buy you McDonald's, Big Mac on the way home. Within a minute, I had scored, mate. Just lobbed the goalkeeper. Bang, just lobbed the goalkeeper. I was like, that was it, ran off.
Okay, so you go screamer?
Yeah, screamer, yeah.
Okay, I guess, let me try and put some imagery to it. Let's say, so the screamer is, as you said, Vinny against Leicester or Essien against Arsenal.
Yeah. I'll just picture it as in, we're keeping them up there. And I'm sitting there, we're in rest defence. I'm sitting there, ball gets pinged up by the goalkeeper defender. Just one little touch out of the feet, bang.
Do you remember that than like Gareth Bale, Ronaldo's bicycle kick?
Yeah, it's not in my locker.
Or let's say Payet's free kick.
I say not in my locker. Nothing's in my locker anymore. But he was never in my locker. That kind of thing. I was never really that kind of player. I was always just a simple one.
I would go solo though, just because I feel like.
Yeah.
Like let's say you go past 5 players, When you go past one,
You going Ryan Giggs United against Arsenal?
I'd go Messi, Bilbao, and just go.
Yeah, all right.
Not that I can do that.
Yeah, I was
but
I've seen you at penalties, and
you see, like as you go past each play, you start to hear the crowd get up.
Yeah.
More. Then you go around the keeper. It's just like, ah.
No, I like the silence. Then for it.
Yeah. I think that would be my second option.
Bang! Everyone's like holding their breath. Like, what? Don't do it.
Okay, I reckon that'll probably get the most votes. But to you guys at home, it's 90th minute. You're about to score the winner. How do you score the winner? Bicycle kick, 30-yard volley, screamer, free kick, or solo run. Let us know in the comments down below. Give us a vote. What option are you going with? Are you scoring a screamer on the volley, scoring a 35-yard free kick, solo run, or a bicycle kick? But Danny,
Love it.
Thanks again. Go again
Lovely.
next week.
Nice one. Thank you, sir.